Hi everybody, Digital Unity here today with today's Botto Daily. You might notice that this is post-commentated, and that's because it's ungodly long. It's Elon Mac, no upgrades, reverse, mirrored, bumpies, breakers. We're gonna cut to the chase here with the successful run because the end time of this is approaching 10 minutes. I didn't want to make you guys sit through a 45-minute episode just to get one run that's kind of good. Additionally, all of my commentary was getting progressively more upset because it's hot in here today, and not getting mad when it's hot is a lot harder than not getting mad when it's not hot. So, today's daily. What makes it terrible? Elon Mac, when not upgraded, has no ability to accelerate. This daily has 2 very difficult to avoid crashes and 1 required one. There is a required physics oddity, let's call it. And I won't spoil that because we're going to come up to it shortly. That takes a little bit of effort to get right, and the timing on it is a little tight. This is the first difficult to avoid death. That's not easy to do. The fact that I was able to get that semi-consistently is insane in and of itself. You'll also see me do this right here. This avoids the earthquake trigger, which opens up a giant hole in the road on lap 3 that is basically impossible to avoid with Elon Mac. Where was I before I got a little distracted? There's the physics oddity, and it takes forever to even get through there. That's the second jump, by the way. I don't think I get those 3 for 3, but I get darn close. They are rough jumps to try and get. Additionally, no upgrades Elon is terrible with heating and cooling. This is a mandatory death right here. There's no way to avoid that. And then it spawns us in this. The speedrun community has dubbed this an MFG because we used to believe that this was a maximum fall glitch where we would fall for a certain amount of time and then the game would kick us out of falling and bounce us really high. We've come to discover that that's not how this works. There is no maximum fall. There you go. There's the bounce. You can actually charge and release these at will on lower frame rates in scenarios where you run into them. That's the other mandatory death right there. There's only 2. But MFGs, or bounce glitches as they should be called, and Lightning Pirate will rally for that every day of the week, and I will agree with him because if I don't, he will unsubscribe. Please don't unsubscribe, LP. 256.22 first lap is really good for this daily. I will be completely honest. The diamond time is completely unreachable. The gold time is completely unreachable. The silver time is completely unreachable. And I'm pretty sure the bronze time is completely unreachable. So today's daily is the first time that we will be taking a bumpy thumb, which is just, we have an emote of Arc Bumpy Roos giving a thumbs up from the Phantom Menace. We're gonna take that ranking today for what it's worth. We are the fastest man on the daily today, though, and I think that'll stay because nobody's gonna do that again. That bonk did cost me quite a bit in this run. That bonk was not fun. I didn't like it very much. It made me quite upset. You'll notice that doors didn't cycle. That's because the door trigger is after doors now, not before it. Around the corner. Somehow I did not make it through that. I thought that I was going to. I thought I was going to go wide enough to the left, and instead I just died. That's one of the worst places to die because you have to accelerate up a hill, which Elon Mac in this state has no idea what acceleration is. During the period of time where I was getting these runs, I didn't know what avoided the earthquake trigger or when it happened. It happens on lap 1, and it's like it counts the trigger twice. So it counts it once on lap 1 and once on lap 2. That I also did not get, which made me quite upset as well. But dodging the earthquake trigger on lap 1 is sufficient. I didn't need to go as wide there as I did when I went on the second lap. Hindsight is 20/20. These hairpins are absolutely obnoxious. Going forward, they're a constant source of underheat for high-level players, but going backward, they're just annoying. We charge this for another 22 seconds. Why 22 seconds? Because it's just enough. I don't know why I'm rotating. That wasn't my best strategy to rotate there. Because if you end up out of bounds, there's a 3-second out of bounds timer in this game, which will delete you. Second mandatory death out of the way for the lap. We are heading toward lap 3 of this abysmally long garbage daily that put me through complete hell, to be completely honest. That's a 3:02:31 lap. That's not bad at all. Nothing to sneeze at. That said, it's not as good as it could have been, because if I had taken none of those unnecessary deaths, that could have been about 5 to 10 seconds faster. I think 5 seconds faster. I'm not like 100% certain on that. But the point remains, that did not have to be as slow as it was. We head into shorter cut in reverse for the final time. We get it with no bonk, or no severe bonk at least. My heat management wasn't so great on the daily today. Now the doors have cycled because, again, the door trigger is after doors when going in reverse. Round this bend, and then successfully dodge that ramp. Cool down through here, and then we will be heading into the earthquake straight, which you'll notice is notably closed still. That's because this didn't happen on lap 2. It's supposed to, but we avoided the trigger one time and set the count wrong. It's a little bit of tech that just is obnoxious to try and learn and utilize. That bonk was stupid. I hate that bonk. That bonk makes me upset to this very day. I did crash there. I'm very disappointed that I crashed there. I'm surprised that this time was an 8:58. But I tried playing this for over 2 hours. I got really dehydrated and angry and overheated. And then I tried to do it again for another, hour, and I continued to get dehydrated and overheated, but less angry because I was focusing on not being angry. So I've decided to just take the time that I got and do post-comms on it now. This is it, the last 20-second fall charge. Personally, I would call this glitch the Skyhopper. Because Luke Skywalker had the T-16 Skyhopper model. He whooshes around in Episode 4. Yeah, just be a little bit funny. There it is! And stick the landing. This is it, the final few moments of this run. The time comes up in a couple seconds here. I will extend the frame that the time shows up on. There it is. 8:58.59. The official timing is an 8:58.585. Oh, I don't have that frame. Oh, well, I'll just get a screen cap of it, and I'll show it.
Get lost! Come back when you got some money!
But that is today's daily. If you like challenges like this and want to try them out for yourself, come on down to the Star Wars Episode 1 Racer Discord. There's a link to join in the description. We get a new challenge every day in the Botto's Junkyard channel, and I make a video on it every day, so if you want to subscribe and make sure you don't miss a beat, feel free to do so. I'd also like to quickly announce that it's tourney season, baby! That's right, every year in cooperation with the lovely folks over at Speed Gaming, we do a tournament to see who is the fastest pod racer in the galaxy, and qualifying begins tomorrow. I am in the first qualifying match, and I will link it in my community tab as soon as I know which Speed Gaming channel we're hosting it on. Make sure you don't miss that. That's been today's daily. I've been Digital Unity, and this has been a little bit of a change of pace because I didn't feel like putting you through hours and hours of torture listening to me complain about how hot it is.